All right, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. The Lions lose. Yeah, man. They lose 35-37. Shout out to Kirk Cousins. He didn't turn the ball over, unlike the Detroit Lions quarterback, Matthew Stafford. Threw that pick. Let's talk about the game. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Appreciate everybody that shared the video. And basically, Stafford threw that pick. You know, that should be his last. This should be the last game he ever plays as a Lion, or at least without a formidable backup or a young guy. But, you know, the Lions came out gunning. Marvin Jones had a huge day. Stafford missed a throw to Cephas. Other than that, man, it was a solid day. They didn't run the ball the way they should have ran the ball. The defense, they played solid today. They got some stops. They blitzed. They did something, you know, usually they didn't do under Patricia, that sense of pressure. And overall, I think somebody in the Lions dropped a pick. You know, they lost. You know, it was just some plays that Minnesota just, you know, Jefferson on them out routes, and the running back Madison, he came out the backfield doing well. He almost ran for 100. He ran for 95. Really, they just was the better team. I think Mike Zimmer beat the Lions the last 7 times. You know, he got Stafford number. I mean, you know, Stafford looked pretty sharp today. Threw the ball well down the field. The last throw to Marvin Jones, he absolutely dropped it. You know, he should have caught it better. That should be his last game as a Lion too. You know, he shouldn't have let it hit the ground. People going to cry and complain. Who cares? The Lions going to get a better pick than they did if they win. I mean, Minnesota kicker missing stuff. Matt Prater missing stuff. Other than that, Minnesota had the better quarterback today. My boy, Kirk First Cousins, you know, he was accurate. They blitzed Cousins today. I think he threw another pick. Because he should have threw one, I think, in the red zone. Then he threw one to Austin Bryant. Y'all mans. He dropped it. And, you know, other than that, you know, Jefferson had a good game. I didn't really notice Thielen out there, but or Irv Smith, but it's really about Madison today. He balled out. He played. Their defense wasn't nothing today. They got bailed out by by roughing the passer call. Shout out to Tracy Walker for getting that penalty. You know, people gonna say they treated the Lions good. They treated the Lions. Y'all didn't want to win. You know, y'all didn't want to win. We talk about towards the end, but it was an exciting game. They put up over 70 points, and you know, good. The Lions lost. You know, they do this shit every year at the end of the year. They want to come out when ain't no pressure, be relaxed, and they want to call it a great game. When they couldn't call it 1 through 16, they called a great game today. And I've been saying the same shit for 13 years from Stafford. He balled out in the last game of the season. It's the same shit every year. And for Kirk Cousins, he threw for 405. Stafford threw for 293. And the difference was Kirk Cousins and Stafford. Them not dudes that if this was a must-win game, let's say for Minnesota, Kirk Cousins would have been terrible. If it was a must-win game for Stafford, he would have been terrible. Every year they do this shit. They come in the end of the game. Guys like Kirk Cousins, and Matthew Stafford, they come in the end of the game. They don't have no pressure and they play relaxed. You know what I'm saying? They play relaxed. If it's pressure on Matthew Stafford, for real, not this, we was down by 20 or 30, Stafford bought us. If it's pressure to win a playoff game, to send us to the playoffs, to win a division, man, I wouldn't bet my bed spread on Matthew Stafford or Kirk Cousins winning this game. This is a classic game of 2 quarterbacks who had nothing to lose, and they played well today, other than Stafford throwing that pick. That's just the way it is. Though, if it was like a game where the winner get into the playoffs or they win a division, it would have been who lost the game less. That's both of them quarterbacks' makeup. I never liked Kirk Cousins at Michigan State or whatever. He was trash. You know, Stafford at some point, he had me fooled, but then again, he trash. Threw that pick right to that man's hand. That boy was like, oh, was it Harrison Smith that got that pick? If he didn't throw the pick and they go down there and score, they might win. Some people could say, you know, Prater missed that extra kick, you know, extra point. Maybe it would have forced the Minnesota to do something else, but to be honest, just looking at the future of the Minnesota Vikings, I mean, excuse me. I don't know. It depends on basically if they keep Zimmer, how some of the young players develop. You get Danielle Hunter back next year if he's healthy. How them young DBs do. I mean, Minnesota's a team. I don't really fear them unless they put up a number 1 like Baltimore Ravens, the original Ray Lewis team. If they put up one of those type of defenses, I just don't think they're going nowhere with Kirk Cousins. And they signed him quick, like he was the solution. You know, he had one win over Drew Brees. So did Case Keenum. So did Nick Foles. New Orleans is the most jankiest team in the last 10 or 15 years in the playoffs. They janky. That ain't even up for discussion. They a janky-ass team. So you beat New Orleans. Shit, Matthew Stafford getting the playoffs to probably beat New Orleans. He did lose to them once. But at this point, they just janky. They're a team that just seemed to, they dropped the ball in the NFC Championship game versus the Rams. They blame the call, but if they would have went and scored on their first 2 drives, touchdowns instead of field goals, who knows what we'd be talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's just, like I said, if Kirk Cousins and Matthew Stafford was the same complexion as me, do you think they would be getting these contracts in second and third chance? Big gimme. No. That's my thing about it. Kirk Cousins is trash. Matthew Stafford, at this point in his career, is trash. But then again, Kirk Cousins got his money expeditiously. You know, but Minnesota ain't going nowhere, even with Dalvin Cook, even with those receivers. Unless that defense is an elite, all-time great Tampa Bay defense, with that quarterback, that's like trying to drive with a damn boot on your car. Just keeping it real. And for Detroit, they in full rebuild mode. If they like it or not, they want to go out there. Then Marvin Jones go somewhere else. Galley walk, and they want to bring Amendola, Cephas back. Be my guest. They want to draft a receiver in the first round with their pick. Be my guest. This team ain't gonna win long as number 9 at quarterback. Nope, it's been 13 years. He not gonna win. You seen it today. You know, when the game was on peak, he might go. Been telling y'all this. He overstayed his welcome. If that was Andre Ware, he gone. Charlie Biatch, he gone, man. And with the Detroit Lions, if they want to win, they go out there and find them a quarterback. They should already have Justin Herbert. Then if the job is attractive, if the job is so attractive, why ain't nobody lined up to be the Lions coach? Urban Myers sound like he going to Jacksonville. You know, why ain't nobody trying to coach here? They trying to go get John Snyder. He'd be a fool to come here. Unless he like a challenge. But with Matthew Stafford, man, if they ain't gonna let Stafford go, I wouldn't take this fucking job unless I can draft his protege. You know, and that's the same thing with Sheila, with Martha, with Mr. Ford. They like the boy. And when you run the operation on if I like you, if I don't like you, shit. All the best players in the league is probably gonna be guys, you know, white people personally don't like. Let's keep it real. You know, they want all choir boys in the locker room, and they ain't will win championships. They ain't will win Super Bowls. You know? But, you know, I really ain't surprised at all. They don't surprise me at all, man. And I thought they was gonna win this game at some point. You know, they was looking good. They was looking more efficient than they looked all year. Stafford was making throws, but this is his annual thing. Besides last year and a couple of early years of his career, they get to shake loose. Oh, I'm loose. I'm free. I'm free, man. What Uncle Ruckus say? Robert Free, man. It's free the last game of the year. No pressure to make the playoffs, and they play well. A few years ago versus Green Bay. They had won the Lambeau forever. They felt good. They felt comfortable. They came out and won because there wasn't nothing on the line. Anytime it's something on the line with the Lions, man, it's just choke artists. If you can't see Stafford need to go, I don't know what to say. You know, you're going to wake up in the morning. The Lions have signed Matthew Stafford to a record extension, $50 million per year with a $100 billion signing bonus. You know, watch, man. Look here, man. I'm not going to have no opinion next year on how this team going to do it or anything. If they don't have a quarterback of the future on this roster next year, not no motherfucking Chase Daniels, David. If they don't draft a quarterback early next year in that first or second round, don't ask me about how many games they'll win. And if you want me to, I'm going to speak the honest truth what I feel about this team coming into next year. Straight up and down. If y'all don't want the truth, if y'all can't handle the truth, don't watch my channel. Because if they don't do right, and watch Stafford going to be the same thing. Stafford go, oh, he's limping. Stafford is a grade A Georgia dog bum. He's in a list of long Georgia bum dog quarterbacks. And he ain't took us nowhere. He ain't took us to the candy shop. You know what I'm saying? He ain't took us to the grocery store. He ain't took us nowhere. Oh, we love Stafford. He's a Hall of Fame man. The motherfucking 9-54 is winning teams. Imagine Imagine this. Give me a quarter. Lamar Jackson was 9-54 against winning teams in Baltimore. He wouldn't even have got to 63 games. He would have been 1-2 versus winning team. Oh, we got to get rid of Lamar Jackson. He ain't a good quarterback. Gosh, that's what they would have said. We got to get rid of Lamar. He ain't a good quarterback. He 1-4 versus winning teams. We got to get over the hump. Come on, man. And people got mad because I said, and I was just trolling on Twitter. Oh, Dak Prescott ain't good. What you mean? Dak Prescott ain't good enough. You took him from the Cowboys. Look at him. They might have won today because somebody fumbled. But come on. At late in this season, he had the most 400-yard passing game. And he way better than Stafford. It took him, 2 or 3 years to get a playoff win? Come on. Dak Prescott way better than Stafford ever been in his career. You know. But then again, I was joking about that. But I wouldn't mind having Dak on this team next year. You know, and it depends when he come back after the ankle surgery. But, you know. But then, I mean, if you don't do that, you might as well come in with a younger quarterback. I looked at some of Zach Wilson. He kind of solid. Just kind of had one really good year. You was worried about that. Kyle Trask, he all right, but I was more of a fan of his backup. Emory Jones, Justin Fields. I've been an advocate for him all year, so I like Justin Fields. If you ask me, you got to draft Justin Fields. I mean, at this point, I mean, you might as well start talking to the New York Jets. That's what they should do. Start talking to the New York Jets about that number 2 pick. That's what I would start talking to them about, the number 2 pick. I'll be calling Mr. I'll offer them whatever they want. They want Stafford and his wife, who just talk entirely too much. Trade their ass to them. Trade them twins. Trade them kids. Trade their ass right over to the motherfucking New York Jets. They can have whatever. They can have Jeff Okuda. They can have Tracy Walker. They can have Aurorier. Shit, they can have the team's mammoths. They can have Taylor Decker, Frank Wright. This team is at rock bottom. Terrible. They can have DeAndre Swift. They can have whatever. But hey, it is what it is. Shout out to Minnesota for handling their business today and beating the Detroit Lions. Shout out to the refs. They was trying to make sure Detroit got a high pick. So shout out to them. Great win today for Minnesota. You'll never hear me say this, but appreciate them. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, or video question, and advertise on the channel. All my social media link subscription. Want to make a donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time.